Unit 1. Lesson 1. Attempts of elements classification. A. Mendeleev's periodic table. 1. Elements are arranged ascendingly according to their atomic weights. Advantages of Mendeleev's table. 1. Mendeleev predicted the ability of discovering new elements. So he left spaces, empty cells, in his table. 2. He corrected the wrong estimated atomic weights of some elements. And disadvantages of Mendeleev's table. 1. He had to make a disturbance in the ascending order of atomic weights for some elements, due to putting them in groups which suit their properties. 2. He also would have to deal with the isotopes of one element as different elements because they are different in their atomic weights. B. Rutherford discovered that the nucleus of atom contains positively charged protons. C. Moseley's periodic table are arranged ascendingly according to their atomic numbers. D. Bohr discovered the main energy levels. Each main energy level contains a number of energy sublevels. S block has 2 groups, L block has 7 groups, D block has 10 groups, F block has 14 groups. E. Modern periodic table has 7 horizontal periods and 18 vertical groups. Elements are arranged ascendingly according to their atomic numbers and the way of filling the energy sublevels with electrons. The number of known elements until now are 118 elements. 92 elements are abundant in the Earth's crust, the rest of the elements are prepared artificially. Elements of A groups lie on the left and right of the table. You can locate their position in the modern periodic table by knowing their atomic numbers and vice versa. The elements of B groups lie in the middle of the table. 1. 2. Evaluation on Lesson 1. Complete. 1. Mendeleev arranged the elements ascendingly according to, while Moseley arranged them ascendingly according to. 2. The modern periodic table consists of horizontal periods, vertical groups. 1. 1H 2. 10Ne 3. 20Ca 1. Element X lies in the first period and 0 group. 2. Element Y lies in the second period and 3A group. 3. Element Z lies in the third period and 7A group. Classify the elements into 2 groups. 2He3Li19K10Ne11Na. 3. Lesson 2. Graduation of elements in the modern periodic table. 1. Atomic size property. 1. The atomic size of the same period decreases by the increase of their atomic numbers. Due to the increase of the attraction force between positive nucleus and the electrons in the outermost energy level. 2. The atomic size of the same group increases by the increase of their atomic numbers due to the increase of the number of the energy levels in the atoms. 2. The electronegativity property is the ability of an atom in the covalent compound to attract the bonded electrons to itself. Period increases, but it decreases in the same group. 4. The polar compounds is a covalent compound. The electronegativity difference between its elements is relatively high. Water molecule and ammonia molecule are from examples of polar compounds. Elements are divided into 4 main kinds, which are metals, nonmetals, semimetals, metalloids, inert gases. Metalloids. Our elements have both properties of metals and nonmetals. 4. 3. The metallic and nonmetallic property. Metallic property of the same group increases by the increase of the atomic number as we go from up to down, as in group 1A, due to the increase of the atomic size, while nonmetallic property decreases, as in group 7A, due to the decrease of electronegativity values. The period starts with strong metal. As the atomic number increases in the same period, the metallic property decreases gradually until we reach semimetals, and then nonmetals start appear, and as the atomic number increases, the nonmetallic property increases until we reach the strongest nonmetal in group 7A. The chemical properties of metals. 1. Some metals react with dilute acids forming salt of acid and hydrogen gas Mg plus 2HCl dil MgCl2 plus H2. Magnesium and hydrochloric acid. Magnesium chloride and hydrogen, 2 metals, react with oxygen forming metallic oxides which are known as basic oxides. 2 mg plus O2 2 MgO. Magnesium and oxygen. Magnesium oxide. 3 basic oxides which dissolve in water form alkalis. MgO plus H2O Mg, O2. Magnesium oxide and water. Magnesium hydroxide. Chemical activity series is the descending arrangement of elements according to their chemical activities. Metals and their behavior with water. 1K potassium and Na sodium react instantly with water, and H2 evolves. 2Ca calcium and Mg magnesium react very slowly with cold water. 3Zn zinc and Fe iron react in high temperature with only hot water vapor. 4. Cu copper and Ag silver don't react with water. 5. The chemical properties of nonmetals. 1. Nonmetals don't react with the acids. 2. Nonmetals react with oxygen forming nonmetal oxides. Most of them are known as acidic oxides. C plus O2 CO2. Carbon and oxygen carbon dioxide. 3. The nonmetal oxide dissolves in water forming acids. CO2 plus H2O H2CO3. Carbon dioxide and water carbonic acid. Questions on Lesson 2. Put or in front of the following statements and correct the wrong ones. 1. The atomic size increases by the increase of the atomic number. 2. Water and ammonia are from polar compounds. 3. Some alkalis dissolve in water forming bases. 4. The solutions produced from dissolving the nonmetal oxides in water turn the violet litmus solution into red. 2. Choose the correct answer between brackets. 1. Each period in the modern periodic table starts with element, metallic, semi-metallic, non-metallic, inert. 2. In the same period, the element which has the highest electronegativity lies in group 0 to 7a, 2a, 1a. 3. When sodium reacts with water, gas evolves. O2, CO2, H2N2. 3. What is meant by 1. Metalloids. 2. Chemical activity series. 4. Explain the behavior of the following elements with water. 1. Iron. 2. Silver. 3. Potassium. 6. 5. Write the balanced chemical equations which express reaction of 1. Carbon dioxide with water. 2. Magnesium with DIL hydrochloric acid. Lesson 3. The main groups. In the modern periodic table, 1. Alkali metals group, Group 1. Group 1a lies in the maximum left of the periodic table. Their metals are named alkali metals because they react with water forming alkali solutions. 2. Na plus 2H2O NaOH plus H2. General properties of alkali metals. 1. They are monovalent elements because their outermost shells contain 1. Electron. 2. They tend to lose their valency electron forming positive ions that carries one positive charge. 3. They are chemically active elements, so they are kept under kerosene or paraffin to prevent their reaction with the moist air. 4. Their chemical activity increases by the increase of atomic size. Cesium, Cs, is considered as the most active metal in general. A. 7. 5. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. 6. Most of them have low density. 2. Alkaline earth metals, Group 2. General properties of alkaline earth metals. 1. They are divalent elements because they contain 2 electrons in their outermost, valency, shells. 2. They tend to lose their valency electrons, forming positive ions that carry 2 positive charges. 3. They are less active than alkali metals. 4. Their chemical activity increases by the increase of the atomic size because the loss of the valency electrons becomes easier. 5. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. 6. More density than alkali metal. 3. Halogens Group 17. The group 17 lies on the right side of the periodic table. It is one of p block groups, salts formations, because they react with metals forming salts. K and BrKbr. Potassium and bromine, potassium bromide. General properties of halogen elements. Valent nonmetals. Y. Alkali active elements, so they do not exist individually in nature but they exist in chemical compounds, except astatine, which is prepared artificially. Cl2 plus 2 Kbr2 KCl and Br2. Chlorine and potassium bromide, potassium chloride and bromine Br2 and 2 Ki2 Kbr plus I2. Bromine and potassium iodine, potassium bromide and iodine is graduated from the gaseous state, fluorine, chlorine, to the liquid state, bromine, to solid state, iodine. 8. The properties of elements and their uses. 1. Sodium is used in liquid state in transferring heat from inside the nuclear reactor to outside. 2. Silicon slides are used in the manufacture of computers because they are semiconductors. 3. Liquefied nitrogen is used in preservation of the cornea of the eye because it has a low boiling point. 4. The radioactive cobalt-60 is used in food preservation because gamma rays which come out from it prevent the reproduction of microbial cells without an effect on human. 9. Lesson 4. Water. Importance of water and its sources. Using water in the world are agriculture, industry, and personal uses. Most of fresh water is used in planting crops of field. Sources of water in nature are rivers, seas, oceans, rains, wells and springs. Water structure, H2O. Formation of hydrogen bonds. Due to large electronegativity of oxygen compared with hydrogen. Hydrogen bonds, the most important factors which are responsible for abnormality of water. Properties. Hydrogen bonds between. Covalent bonds between. Properties of water. 1. Good polar solvent. 2. Rising of its boiling and melting points. 3. Water has low density when it freezes. The density of water when it is in a solid state is lower than its density when it is in a liquid state, because when the temperature decreases than 4 degrees Celsius, the water molecules are collected by hydrogen bonds forming. Exercise 1. 2 equal masses of pure water, one of them is at 20 degrees Celsius and the other is at 2 degrees Celsius. Which of them has the larger volume? 10. 7. It has neutral effect on both of litmus papers. 8. Its resistance to analysis. Water isn't analyzed into 2 elements or by the effect of heat. It helps to keep water solutions in the cells of living organisms generally. Hoffman voltmeter is used in electrolysis of water. Water pollution. Addition of any substance to water causes a continuous gradual change in its properties affecting the health and life of living organisms. Water pollution is divided into 2 main parts. 1. Nature pollutant, volcanoes' dust. 2. Artificial pollutant. 1. Biological pollution. 2. Chemical pollution. 1. Lead causes the death of brain cells. 2. Mercury leads to blindness. 3. Arsenic infection by liver cancer. 3. Thermal pollution. 4. Radiant pollution. Protection of water from pollution. 1. Getting rid of the phenomenon of discharging of sewage, factories' wastes and dead animals in rivers or canals. 2. Development of water purification stations and making periodic analysis to determine the rate of its validity for drinking. 11. 3. Spreading environmental awareness among people about protection of water from pollution. 4. Disinfecting drinking water tanks above buildings periodically. 5. Don't store the tap water in empty plastic bottles of mineral water because they react with chlorine gas, which is used in disinfecting of water, so the rate of cancer infection increases. 12. Questions on Lesson 4. Correct answer between brackets. 1. All of the following are from the properties of water except neutral on both litmus paper / analysis by heat / increase in volume on heating / polar compound. 2. There are bonds between the water molecule, hydrogen / covalent / ionic / metallic. 3. Alkali contains mineral salts, oxygen, fertilizer, animal wastes, green algae. How many pollutants are in it? 1/2/3/4. 4. A liquid boils at 100 degrees C. What is the other property which affirm it is a pure water? Sugar dissolves in it / when it freezes. Density decreases / neutral on both litmus paper / it evaporates on heating. 1. Presence of hydrogen bond between water molecule. 2. Pure water doesn't affect litmus paper dye. 3. Although sugar is a covalent compound, it dissolves in water. 1. Water is polluted by the wastes of man and animal. 2. Storing water in plastic bottles of mineral water. 13. Unit Review. 1. Scientists discovered the main energy levels in the atom. Bohr / Mendeleev / Moseley / Hofmann. 2. Sodium oxide from oxides, amphoteric / acidic / nonmetallic / basic. 3. All the following elements from semi-metals except for tellurion / silicorn / boron / bromine. 4. The strongest metal lies in the group 2A/1A/1B/7A. 1. Chemical activity series. 2. Water pollution. 3. Semi-metals. You differentiate between magnesium oxide and sulfur oxide. 1. Liquefied nitrogen. 2. Sodium. 3. Water. 1. The use of radioactive CO60 in food preservation. 2. Elements of the same group have similar properties. 14. 3. The boiling point of water is high. 4. Alkali metals are kept under kerosene in the lab. 1. Drainage of factories' wastes in rivers and seas. 2. Using of rivers and seas water as a renewable source for cooling the nuclear reactor. 3. Mixing of animal and man wastes with water. 15. Unit 2. The